ton of practice, but like I said, he could
From the
have
front, too.
had something personal going on to where he just couldn't get a lap in, and who
I'll
knows,
see
he
if I
might still
can
come out really fast.
see you for the whole
All right,
race.
so it looks like the first grid
All right,
is going to be
starting in
set.
fourth
Kevin
gear?
McCann into 33. He's going to start.
Yeah, we were doing
Byron
fourth.
Jones in his 19 going to start
throttle it or just
P2.
wide
David Trumbley
roll
and Mike
into it?
Koch.
I think he
gonna,
throttle.
Be row number 2. Row 3, Tim Schofield with Chris Wally in that 51 for P6. P7 is going to be Dylan Dellinger in the 5 and Kyle Pendergraft in the 14. So that's going to be your this first heat. So 8 trucks for heat number 1. Let's get ready. Let's get going. Tyler Scott says commentary's in and out. I definitely apologize. Mainly out though. Tyler, is that me or are you not hearing SWATs? Please let us know. Thank you.
I think it's your mic, Pete. It keeps cutting in and out.
All right, let me go ahead and I'll drop
Doing that thing it was doing before.
All right, I'll drop the boom and hopefully that'll be better. But let's go ahead and catch. Here comes the boom. But yeah, let's go ahead and catch up with these guys right now. So, all right. I'm not quite sure why. It looks like my bit rate and everything else there looks pretty good. So let's get ready to go, SWATs.
Yeah, 8 trucks on track is not very many, so they're going to be able to get spread out a little bit. But anybody gets side by side and bumping and banging starts happening, we could really see some big movers. I mean, I don't know what the strategy is to be out front, be in the back, wait for a crash happen. It's unlimited fast repairs tonight, which according to one of the admins we heard was kind of a mistake, but I think that kind of throws a little bit more of a strategy of
Broadcast
all
didn't
out.
get the word that we
But
can't
you don't
use
wanna
the
make too
quick
many
repairs.
enemies in these heat races, Pete.
No, you really don't. You wanna be able to go on up and get the best starting position for the main, which again, the main 75 to 100 laps, if I'm not mistaken. I would think it's 100 laps. But yeah, so green flag is out. 33-19-96 and that 00 hard on the gas. SWATs, here we go into turn number 1. We're slip sliding away, sir.
Yeah, and I'm going to be watching Byron in this one. I know he's put in a lot of work on a lot of different tracks, and to start P2 in this thing, he's going to have the points leader Kevin McCann out front next to him. I'm going to see if he can really hold on and really step it up and play with these guys. Seems to be doing so right, or already so far.
Yeah, so far so good. 33 way up high. He's already up on that apron. 19 trying that low side. And it looks like 33 of Kevin McCann. He's going to be able to go ahead and grab the lead solely for himself. No longer under a threat. 19 back here, as well as the 00 of Mike Koch working on getting some of the scoring information back up for you. There we go. It looks like the tower is going to work, but the ticker wasn't. So far, Kevin McCann not only in the lead, SWATs, but put down the fastest lap so far. That last lap with a 20.5. In practice, we were seeing people run 20 flats, so still a lot of speed out there on this track.
Yeah, and I mean, it's 15 laps, or 22 laps, sorry. But actually, my whole thing's messed up. I don't know how many laps. Is it 15?
It's there's 12. There's 12 to go.
Yeah, so 15 laps in, you're not going to really worry about tires. You're really not going to worry about fuel. It's just go balls to the wall and have at it. So I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing faster times. But these guys might be just trying to squeak through and figure out different paths and see how they can do on a long run, something like that for 15 laps, because we've got multiple heats and then we got the main. From what I understood, everybody's going to make it in the main. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, basically, these are the smaller packs getting ready for the bigger pack that's going to happen just a little bit later on. Make sure that everybody is comfortable in traffic. So don't put them all out here just yet, and really go after it a little bit later on when we've got 20 to 25 truckers really trying to go balls to the walls and getting these things absolutely filthy dirty.
Yeah, I mean, he's laying
Filthy
down
dirty.
almost everybody hurt.
Did we lose the broadcast? It would appear as if we lost the broadcast.
almost everybody else.
Now they're back.
Really, not really, really whipping that truck. We see some
Byron
guys
Jones is
almost
catching
dying.
Kevin, isn't he?
He's kind of just angled a little bit, and he's still flying around there. Actually, that time he makes the wire sideways.
Kevin gone.
So probably gonna be a slower lap.
Keep going. I'm not seeing. The race going on.
Yeah, Kevin McCann still out front. Byron Jones still sitting second. Chris Wally in third in that 51 Chevy. Tim Schofield fourth. David Trumbley fifth. Mike Koch is sitting sixth. Dylan Dillinger is sitting seventh, and Kyle Pendergraph is sitting eighth. A lot of the times guys will come out for heat races if they know they're going to advance anyways to the main. They're just going to come out and run practice laps and get more experience on the track, figure out different lines, where the track is fast, where the track might save tire or anything like that. And Kevin, I mean, he's laying down decent laps, but he's getting more and more sideways. So I don't know if that's just the track, getting worn in a little bit, because I'm starting to see a little bit of a line almost halfway down the track. But a lot of the guys have moved up to the top, up in that fresh stuff.
There we go. Okay, I got it back. Not quite sure exactly what happened right there, but let's try to catch up with the leader. For some reason, I think something's going on with SDK, because it's blinking in now. I see 4 laps to go. Definitely see Kevin McCann still leading. Byron Jones P2, Chris Wally P3. Good run for him. Already up 13 spots. If this is this can't be correct, because obviously there aren't even 13 trucks on the track. So still something going on with SDK. I definitely apologize to everybody that's out there watching right now.
Yeah, we've only got 8 trucks on track, but I mean, Byron's kind of creeping in a little bit. He ran about a 10th faster than Kevin McCann that time.
Oh, I'm in
He's
the
still
third
sitting
heat.
at about 2/10 back from the leader, but he's just kind of running laps. We've got 2 to go now. I don't see any big movers at all. Everybody's still 1 through 6 where they
2 to
started.
go.
Nobody has made a pass, so I don't know if there was some sort of agreement of, hey, let's just but everybody else pretty much stayed in their starting spots, so I was kind of surprised they didn't go more all out. Especially Byron. I'm surprised he didn't go after Kevin and try to figure out what he was doing, or maybe he was just sitting back 2/10 on him, trying to figure out his line, because Kevin was really fast there.
Yeah, there's something going on here. It won't hide the scoring pylon for me. Shut this down. Start back. Oh, when it rains it pours, Swats. When it rains it pours. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's pull your grid for heat number 2. There we go. So Neil Quick in the deuce. He's going to be on pole. Josh Funkhauser to his outside. Gabe Ellison, P3. P4 is going to be Brandon Mefford. Stoney Benfield, P5 in the 75. P6 going to be Cook Quick. And then Doug Wysocki in P number 7. So there we go. Able to pull that up in the right amount of time. Swats, anybody in this show kind of got your eye?
I mean, Gabriel Ellison was last week's winner. He's really, been fast the last several weeks. He's sitting there in the top 4 in the points. He's going to start 3rd, so I'd like to see him try to make some moves. Cook Quick and Neil Quick, obviously the brothers, I'd like to see them try to, make up some time. And I'd like to see if somebody can lay down a lap faster than what Kevin ran in that last heat.
Yeah, it'll absolutely be interesting. I think because of the issues I was having with the tool, I didn't see if anybody ran faster than that 5. If not, then yeah, it'll be interesting to see if somebody gets a little bit closer to.
And he got a big jump.
A little bit closer to a 20 flat. Pace Truck's going to go ahead and pull off. Neil Quick's going to be on the Go-Go Juice first. Let's go.
Was Neil shifting?
We get screaming past the flag stand there. They
Damn,
go in
past
turn
him, too.
1, guys getting sideways already, trying to make the turn. Front 2 are still side by side as they come off the corner there. nobody else really making any big moves. One truck there in the middle, I think it's Gabriel Ellison or Brandon Medford, was really loose coming off of turn 2.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see them all just kick them out, right from the start. I know you got to, flip these things to the left and then steer right, steer right to go left. It just makes no sense to me, but these guys are absolutely getting after it, and you're able to keep up with everybody's progress on the right-hand side. That is, that's their gap. If you want, I can actually go ahead and pull up their best times so far, rather than the laps so far. 20.6 for the Deuce of Quick. Funkhauser with a 20.69, so just 9/100ths behind everybody else in the ones.
Yeah, again, not faster than Kevin. Kevin's 20.5 is still holding strong with these guys, so I'm interested to see the third, and that's where we've got some of the quicker guys with Ryan McCann and Ryan Crook all being involved in that one. I think those two should probably come out and lay some fast laps, but there's guys that will probably surprise us in both heats here. But again, I don't know if these guys are just coming out and laying down laps or if they're really trying, since they know they're going to move on to the main anyways.
I would imagine you want the prize. All these guys are competitors. They all want to be able to say that they won this, they won that. So yeah, I would imagine that they are all very much interested in winning this heat. Speaking of the heat, 10 laps remaining around this Bristol dirt track tonight. Been slinging mud for about 20 about 20 laps so far between heat number 1 and heat number 2. Neil Quick though still leading the way.
Gabriel has been trying to make a move there on Brandon Medford, but got really close to him. I think Medford actually touched the wall. Just a hair as he's going through there. But you can see Medford way up in the top stuff. There's even smoke flying out the back of his truck when he comes off the corners. I don't know if that's just the dust is not coming up as a specific color, but it looks gray. It almost looks like smoke comes out of the corner.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of that right rear touching the wall, but not much. I was watching a little bit of that earlier, and yeah, these guys were doing one hell of a job. It's interesting to watch these guys flip these cars or these trucks back and forth. Actually now with Brandon Medford, as Neil Quick went ahead and posted a 20.52, the fastest lap of this race. But yeah, this is from P3. Watch him whip this wheel around. Steer it to the left, steer it back to the right, and he has got that thing as if he was a boating captain. If he was a captain of his own sailboat, he'd be hard over right there.
Yeah, a lot of the guys, when they get sideways like that, some of them will curve back to the right, almost like a drift car, trying to hold that thing in. But the problem is if you get too much of the right to keep it going left, sometimes it hooks, and then it just whips it right in the wall. And that's my problem with it. I can't find that balance of how much to turn left and then turn right and then turn back to the left, get it to come back out of the corner. Usually when I'm in the middle of turning right, it just goes right home.
Yeah, this is why I don't normally race tracks where you got to use the brakes, because yeah, it's just a whole, it's a race. You just got to be hard on the throttle, right? You have to turn right to go, or turn left to go right. It kind of contradicts everything that you ever learned, driving. But man, these guys, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up north, so I'm used to driving in the snow and the ice and things like that. I mean, even in Pennsylvania, we used to go to the fairgrounds during the winter when it was closed, and the track there would be iced over, the horse track that they had. I don't know if we were allowed to, but I never was told we weren't. But we would sneak out onto the track with cars and race in the middle of the night and just drive on the ice. So it was always fun to do that. We'd go left and right and slide the car and never have a problem. But I don't know if it's the same with dirt though. So, but I have a feeling it's close.
I used to do that too, but it was in empty shopping mall parking lots. Yep, absolutely. Looking back right now from Neil Quick towards Josh Funkhauser and Brandon Medford, you just look at, looking left, looking right, doing everything that he can with the wheel. And again, man, you look at this track, this track races really, really fast.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the speeds they're running, they're not that far off of the speed when they get to the end of the straightaways that they run on regular Bristol, not the dirt. So, I mean, it's not as fast, obviously, through the corners, but
Yeah, they don't quite
they
have
get up
dirt
to
modeled
pretty good
correctly
speeds
here.
down the straightaways.
Absolutely. So with heat number 2 now in the books, going to be Neil Quick, Josh Funkhauser P2, Brandon
It is
Menard,
better
and
to, I
company
think it's better to try to keep it
to
straight.
round out that race.
Aaron
So
gonna
heat
show you
number
how it's
3
done,
now,
bro.
McCann, Smith, Short,
Yeah,
Barney,
yeah,
Mefford,
yeah, yeah.
Crooks, and Walker. Crooks a little bit further
did
in
qualify
the back, right
better
along
than
with
them, so
Walker.
I got that.
He is one of the ones that did not turn a lap in practice. So very, very surprising there. Let's go ahead and pull up your grid. Like I was just talking about, again, it's going to be Brian McCann, one of the strongest guys in this community, this league. He's going to start first in that number 3. Aaron Smith, P2 in that 70.
I got something
Vince
going for me.
Short in the 15, P3. P4, Robert Barney. Chris Mefford, P5 in the 46. Ryan Crooks in that single one, P6. P7 is going to be Bill Walker. So
Vincent's
yes,
fast too.
21 trucks will start the main after this heat. Let's go ahead and empty that out. Let's bring your scoring pile on back up. Let's get ready to get going with Brian McCann
I think third year
and
starts
Aaron
faster, BT
Smith
does.
on this front row.
Think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this track
I got
itself,
killed on the start.
dirt or not, it's a
Neil
beautiful
did, too.
track. I got to experience it myself this
Yep.
past fall for the playoff race.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Kyle Busch had got a little mad. And
Hey, Nathan, how's it going?
Walked out of his car, but I mean, it's a beautiful track. It's loud.
Get ready.
I would like to experience it on dirt at some point, but I think if you haven't seen it, go see it.
I tell you, if you've got any kind of allergy, oh man, I can't justify sitting there in
Got one
a
outside.
tornado.
You're
of
clear
dirt
high, clear high.
At this track. I can't do it. But here we go. Pace
Got one
trucks,
inside.
coming off. Here we go. 3 is going to be the first
Stay
on the
high.
loud pedal.
There's the
Spins
cross
him a
on
little
both
bit.
sides. All clear, all clear.
So Aaron Smith, he's going to go ahead and get the jump up on that high side. We'll have to see if the momentum can carry him off. 3.
Got one outside.
Really
Good job.
up
The next
high,
car is
trying to
clear.
keep it out of the
All
road.
clear,
Great
all
job.
clear.
So a few sparks off the back end. 70 now going to go low. He's going to try to go ahead
Got
and
one
take
inside.
the lead.
Clear
3's
low,
going to
clear
pull back
low.
to P2. Vince Short
Clear
in
low,
the 15,
clear low.
number 3.
This is what I was expecting the first 2 weeks.
What a race.
I mean, we weren't even
Got one
sure
outside.
we got it with
Still
three
there.
already, so,
You're clear high, clear
these guys
high.
here are going for it. And I'm glad. I would have liked to see that in the first 2 weeks, but Aaron Smith is
Inside,
right now.
clear low, clear low. Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Was able to come back down to the lead. Aaron's going for it again. Robert Barney scraped the wall also during that.
Outside. Still there. Hold your line. You're clear high, clear high.
Rush that one up.
Three wide situation.
Yeah, Chris Wally out there in chat
Got one
over
inside. Stay high.
on the YouTube side saying she's going to be
Clear
a
low,
handful by
clear low.
lap 30. So a little bit more to look forward to in the main feature. And then Byron Jones says looks like no
Outside.
Kirks tonight. And
All
he's
clear, all
pulling
clear.
for the one
Oh, I messed that one up.
Brian Crooks. It looks like he
Way too
actually
low.
did not make the field.
Got one inside.
So yeah, something's going
Still
on
there.
with Crooks.
All clear, all clear.
Short. Very unlike him. And I know usually there's an EMGG watch party out there for him. So I'm sure they're kind of
Outside.
curious, just like we are,
There you
as
go.
to what
You're clear high,
exactly
clear high.
happened. Well, let's catch back up with our
Looks that
leaders
way.
as they continue to duke it out. The 70
Got
and the
one
3,
inside.
really
Clear low,
showing
clear
off
low.
the different
All
lines
clear,
and
all
the
clear.
runs. Coming up off the corner, 3 now to the inside.
Vincent enters the chat.
Over each other. 3 goes out in front, 70 tucks down.
Outside.
It comes down right to his door.
You're clear high, clear high.
Back from the 3 crosses the back over. Now the 15's going to get back involved and he's trying to get up
Oh.
there and pass those guys. 3 gets a little too high.
I came up on him, I think.
70 now back out. 3 coming around again.
Yeah, 3, he is absolutely getting a huge, a monstrous run up high off the corner. The way that he's setting it up, 370 going to make a little bit of contact. That's going to
There you
make,
go,
that's
man.
going to bottle
You're now
up
the
the
leader.
15.
Hey, Tim,
and
you doing your
cause him
dishes?
all kinds of time. Vincent Short's going to lose yet another spot to both Chris Mefford and Robert Barney. So that could have been a whole lot worse. Good job by Aaron and the 15 of Vincent Short to settle that amongst themselves. And also good job by the guys behind him not to get all tangled up. Swats, if that was, you know, all 21, 22 cars out here on track, that could have been really big.
Yeah, I mean, that all started with Brian McCann slide right up in front of the 7 and shut the door on him up on the high side. Not much the 70 could have done there. I mean, he could have lifted maybe, but the 15 was going to run to the back of the 70 no matter what. But Brian McCann threw his big boy pants on tonight and said, I'm going for this win at the street.
Absolutely. Brian McCann, he's actually a lot of fun to watch. If you ever actually catch his stream, he broadcasts or, you know, races with his POV every single week. He's actually a lot of fun to watch. You learn a lot from him as well. So yeah, right now he's got that 3 out in the clean dirt, I guess, if there is such a thing. You know, I don't think he's going to have any kind of an issue with lap trucks or anything like that as we continue to ride along with the nose camera from Aaron Smith, still sitting P2, but only a good, only about a half second behind.
Yeah, Robert Barney actually came down pit road sitting on his pit stall. It looks like his truck keeps going up and down. I'm not sure. I don't see, like, it's not going up like it's being jacked up. It's just rocking back and forth like he's in the dancing track. He's not coming back out, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Just kind of going through, taking a look at the view from a few of these guys as far as their nose cam. You know, just riding along here with Chris Mefford, watching that battle up front between the two. Well, you know, looks like Aaron Smith just kind of tagged the wall just a little bit, just like Chris Mefford did right there. And these two up front continuing to battle it out. Let's get up there right now. They were side by side for just a moment. Now settling.
One more lap to win.
They're going to settle it amongst themselves. Swatch 2 laps to go, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Brian's holding on to as much as possible. The 70 is giving him everything he's got to try to get to him and get around him again. And he is making up time on a little bit lower line than what Brian's running, but Brian's getting a better run off the corner because he's up higher, carrying more momentum. Trying to cut down.
Get up.
Outside.
Not there. Brian can still sideways more than he needs to be, and the 70 closing it again.
Yeah, closing up one more
See
time.
you in
Will the
victory
70
lane.
Wow.
throw a last-ditch effort in? Yes, he did. Die.
Race of the race.
3. Gonna
That
get
was a
big
pretty
run
good
off
one,
the
I'd say.
side. Who's it gonna
Yeah.
be at the line? 3 gets
He
it.
did run me
Good
down,
job
though.
to Brian McCann. One hell of a finish. Can't wait to see 21 truckers do just the same thing. Good finish, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be Brian McCann P1, and just as I say that, we're gonna have a 5-minute warm-up. Boy, they reset
go
that
back.
clock very, very quick. So
We got 5
Swats,
minutes.
5
What do you
minutes
think
now
this,
to come on out.
honor
The
system-
track is gonna be clean.
Well, you shouldn't have to
Wow.
hit.
That was a very.
But if you
very
do,
close
that means you
finish.
probably got
That was
damage,
almost
and then
as
it'll
close
be obvious
as
that it
last fall when
used
Kyle
it.
Busch, won, or
Yeah.
last spring when Kyle Busch won that
Well,
race
hopefully,
over Tyler
told
Reddick, who
Sam
got
that he's going to have to
dumped
kind of officiate
by
that.
the 14. But that was a .017 finish. So that's like a Talladega Daytona finish.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good finish. And that was actually the exit that Brian McCann had been getting off of those corners. Pretty much
That was a
all
little
race long.
aggressive.
Every
I did
time
have the
him
spot, though.
and the 70 were crossing each other back and forth. Those were the exits he was getting off. But now, did he show his hand too soon?
Vincent's the one that got him the worst.
Until the actual
I don't
race
think,
came to be,
I don't think
before
my hit was that bad.
You show the rest of the field what kind of a run you can get.
It caused him to have to
up
hit the
high
brake, though.
on the exits of these corners. Man, this
My
is
bad.
where it really counts.
That's
that
dirt
race,
racing.
You know,
We'll just go with that.
I believe that's mainly just for track position, and that's really it.
Looked like he was faster on the long run, though. I don't know what I'm doing out here on dirt.
Did I lose your swaps?
Am I going to play conservative?
I was trying to go through and find Brian. He's got me a little worried because I have not seen him out on the track.
It's really going to be about survival.
Even during the track session here between the race and the heat, he's not coming out again. So
What I just did in the heat there, I don't think I'm going to do that during the main race.
Start parking, but if not, he's got something in the bag where he's not coming out and showing his hand. That's the only other strategy I can think of. Two strategies. Either he's got something going on, or he's just not coming out and showing his hand. So I don't know which one it is. I'm going to be surprised to not see him show up for this race if that's the case.
Yeah, and as I go through all the different Team Com channels, I don't see him in the Discord at all either. And usually he's in a channel mostly by himself. Every now and then we're being teamed up with Byron Jones or somebody else at some of the bigger tracks. But yeah, I don't see him anywhere around Team Coms at all. I wonder if maybe he took provisional where he came out and got
one
logged
inside.
in. He's
Clear low,
there.
clear low.
I don't know.
Have a slow car on the bottom. Inside, go high.
20 drivers tonight. 20.
All clear, all clear.
This is just warm up.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess if you start park, I guess you finish 22nd.
Track
Outside.
is warm
Why
and
not show
Still
up?
there.
broken
Even if
in.
you're
All
broken,
clear, all
outside.
clear.
mount for the big one. I guess with unlimited fast repairs, I guess we don't have to worry about cars being knocked out. But if it wasn't for the fast repairs, I would have showed up and just
now
the
on
guys that
fire.
get knocked out. Rode around for a little while, collected a few more points.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
They're not practice racing with them a can.
It's a bold strategy, Kyle. Let's see if it works out for him. I don't know.
What you talking about?
Yeah,
Kevin,
I
you're
know.
doing it all wrong.
So let's
Right here running you down.
and empty this out one more time. Show you all the information
I have
about
to figure out how to run both
again,
lines
the
here
half
tonight.
mile, normally concrete track in Bristol, Tennessee. It's a very, very high bank track.
And
Once
slamming
they
the wall
really
isn't
start
working
down,
so well.
Kind of flattens it out just a little bit, but still, just the
Go
fan.
high.
I thought if I hit it harder, it might
Half mile.
catapult me down straight away.
69-degree air temp with a looks like that was 70 mile 70 yeah
Top
holy,
down
70
low.
degree
All clear, all clear.
track
Go
temp.
high.
2 mile per hour wind. Overcast again. No rain
Got
yet
one outside.
on
Yeah, man, thanks.
And,
Are you in here?
All clear.
Or is it just
little
Brandon?
Well, actually, quite a bit of humidity, which might actually help with the dirt. Well, we'll have to see how that goes.
Have a slow
But there
car
you
on
see
the
on the
bottom,
bottom,
slow car down
you
low.
see the
Go high.
www.iroc-series.com. If you want to keep up with all the racing on their website, or if you've got the Roku, either TV or streaming device, make sure you go on over and look up.
Well, good luck
IROC
to
TV,
you as well.
The logo that's on the bottom left of your
Everybody's
screen.
gonna need a little luck tonight.
All races
You'll
are
need to click
broadcast
green
in
grid button.
stunning
You place on the
4K.
filter grid.
And unlike a
Had to
lot
turn-
of the
had to
other
turn that
apps
off.
on Roku, this app is
Oops.
All right, it's gonna be fun.
completely free. Many great POV league community
shut off that fast repair.
broadcasters out there.
255
All right, guys, please
remain.
go ahead and uncheck that fast repair for me, please. Uncheck that fast repair.
All kinds of great content.
Bristol will have to do that for coming pit road every time.
I wonder if you can see how many fast repairs remain, or if it always stays at
It does look like
55.
we'll need to come in and get fuel. So yeah, please just make sure we're unchecking that as we come off pit road. I imagine there's going to be enough cautions to be able to handle that.
It just stays at 255.
All right, man. Line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
How am I up at 10th? This is scary.
Survival. A lot of luck.
All right, man. We're going green next time. Bye.
Three wide on the start, bro.
You know it. You know it.
That was normal for dirt racing.
I really would like to finish the race with a clean truck.
Get ready. Pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Damn, Kevin didn't go.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
I'll let you in, Kevin, if you slide back one more. Can't smack the wall though. Both you and Aaron. The hell y'all doing?
Putting on the shoe.
You on that wall trying to get married or something?
Both car down low.
Smart Transportation and Smart Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full service in-house brokerage, drop-off facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indiana. Smart Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC series, Kyle Steffen, UMP Modified and Silver Crown driver, and Woody Gunmaker, former outlaw flavor. Visit us at smart-logistics.net.
I just do not understand dirt. Pulling the last lap up is hard. Yeah, I don't get it. Hey Zach, thanks for the like.
Go high.
What I'm saying, Zach, this stuff perplexes me. I think Kevin just got around nil, didn't he? Some slide jobs happening. Bunch of wall jobs too.
We're playing a video game.
Slow car ahead. Go high. All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Ooh. Didn't think I was gonna dodge that one.
Alright guys, since lap 25 will fall under a caution, this will serve as our competition caution.
Pit road is now open.
You want to take tires?
Nope, tires do absolutely nothing.
Fuel?
Don't forget about fast repairs,
Heads
please.
up, 16. Car.
Getting fuel?
Yeah, just in case we do run out.
Pit box in 5, 3.
Be careful with the pit. It's extremely
One.
hard.
Right here.
As soon as I say that.
All right, that's it. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Did you
good
miss yours?
evening and welcome to another
Did you miss
race
yours?
for the Spartan Transportation LLC.
I missed mine even after I said all that.
IROC Challenge Series. Tonight, as you can see, it is the Tricky Triangle. Pocono Raceway deep in the Pocono Mountains. As always, every single
I
one of
barely
these
have force
Thursday
feedback
nights,
on,
the
so
man, the myth, the legend,
I
the
can
one
let
and
go
only
of it.
KS Gaming
I must
51,
have that
or my
auto
buddy
fuel thing
Swats.
checked.
Swats, here we are in my former home state,
control
your
rules that
former
hard
home
racing, no
state,
penalty.
up in the Pocono
Very little
Mountains,
resistance.
up
I
Route
don't think you even
115,
needed to pit.
and man,
I don't
great
think
to
you
have you back.
needed to
It
either,
seems
but
like we were just talking about.
I don't think you
know,
needed to
last week
either,
at
but
Dover
everybody
and
in front of
the
me
road
did,
course race
so
before that,
why not?
Unfortunately, we weren't able to get together for it. Doing a little bit of traveling, but here we are in the beautiful Pocono Mountains. How are you, sir?
Pete, thanks for having me back. As always, it's fun.
And I mean, if it goes
obviously,
green,
at the booth with you is going to be a fun time. This track tonight, I'm excited.
I don't
to
know.
see
I guess I
make
could have
three
stayed out and
turns.
YOLO'd
There's
it.
only 3 turns at Pocono. Pete, it's a track
I think
I've
fuel
never
was
been
good.
to.
My auto thing was only saying 1 gallon.
I was warned by my dad not to go to the track
Yeah.
because when he was a small child and went,
I
you
filled
could
it up
see
anyway.
The entire track. Now
Probably
when
gonna make
you
it
go, I
looser,
guess
ain't
there's
it?
About 20 to 30 foot trees in the way in the middle where you can't see most of the track. So, but we'll see a lot of action on track tonight with a lot of these guys. Will the McCann brothers be able to continue their lead?
Lap
in
25 in a
first
tracks
and
like this
second
already.
positions? Or will somebody else step in and try to pass them in the points? It's going to be a tricky task for them. No pun intended.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think I was starting to catch y'all, but maybe that's because y'all were slide jobbing.
There's been trivia, discussed about this place, about the three very, very different turns. Turn one, very deep, very sweeping. Going downhill, and you got to try to hope that when you get back in the throttle, you're not almost knocked down. And of course, you got the tunnel turn.
Oh yeah, I get the outside.
And then a very, very flat turn number 3.
Kevin, you screwed me over on that restart.
Turn number 1 is modeled
Yes,
after
sir.
Trenton Speedway.
You also have lane
Trenton, New
choice
Jersey Speedway. Turn
in
number
the
2
restart zone.
modeled right after the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A little bit of fame there. And then of course turn 3 is going to be famed after the Milwaukee Mile. So
Get ready.
very tricky track, very different. Hashtag what turn 4, and man, all kinds of history. This is one of the only tracks that actually started up not being part of the NASCAR family, not owned by the Francis. Actually privately owned by a doctor and his family right out of Pennsylvania. I forget his last name right now. He passed a few years back, but yeah, this is one hell of a track.
I should have went low there.
Saying Stubbs, talking all about Stubblefield, Timothy Stubblefield in that 79 Silverado. We'll definitely catch up with him throughout the night. Same thing with Jennifer Ray here for Stub Nation. But how about Chris Morton, Swats? I mentioned him while the anthem was still playing. Says
now I got
every
started on the
time
bottom.
this is sung, I cry. Man, as a veteran of the United States Air Force, I can absolutely appreciate that. Thank you very much, Chris. It's it is a moving tribute every single time that it's played.
Absolutely, Pete. I mean,
Well, y'all idle
anthem,
it.
obviously, you see
Oh, Kevin's in it.
a lot of different
I think it's 1300 tonight. Yeah, 1300.
You know, in tiers, you see it in a lot of different places where a lot of people care
Neil's out.
about the national anthem being, sung. Or,
What are you idling, Kevin?
in big sporting events, and it's something to be proud of.
Were you in that?
United States.
Pit road is now open.
Very, very proud
Yeah,
of
but
for the most
I
part.
hit Wally
But
square up in the
Talking
rear.
about tonight's race, Pete,
He
personally,
slide jobbed
I
me
wish
at
they
the
would
last
take her
second,
one out
and
'cause it's a track that, or a turn that I
I
cannot
let up
figure
and I
out.
still hit him.
Race control rules that hard
Never
racing,
happened
no
on
penalty.
console or iRacing. 2 and 3, not bad at all. Number 1 though, I cannot figure out how to carry speed through a lot of guys. Have braking points or let off points, or when they start to angle down. There's a lot of guys when they see the cone, the last cone on the fence, they start slowing down there. There's guys that start slowing down
but
with
not
the 3
start
cones
the
on
race.
the wall. Those cones are kind of
Did Ron ever
spots
start?
for people to determine where that
No,
turn is
Ron
starting.
didn't.
And it takes a lot of figuring out and skill.
He didn't have some kind of limit on it that kicked him out, did he?
This track and flip it to the other side of turn 2.
Because I saw Ron connect.
Some kind of issue. He kept connecting, disconnecting, never
Yeah,
turn
I
track.
noticed that. I wonder
basically just
what was
flip the
going
track in
on.
half and add 2 more turns to it and just create giant 4 turn 6-mile track.
There you go. Yep, 2.5 mile tricky triangle.
sucks. That's gonna
Again,
hurt his
deep into
points.
Pocono Mountains, 78-degree air temp, looks like 103-degree track temp. We're gonna go ahead and bring up our grid right now. And as soon as the system decides it wants to play well with others,
The
let's try
drivers
one
that
more
I'm
time.
racing
Give
for
me 1
points
second,
tonight, I'm not
please.
racing Aaron. He's not
Pretty
even
pleased
anywhere
with
on the
cherries
board, I don't
on
think, because he's
top.
missed so many
A little bit
races.
of,
And then
got
Byron, I don't know where
reset.
Byron's
I had to
at.
pull all this up a
Kevin
while
is the
back,
points leader
and
behind me.
I want to.
And I think I'm second. I'm either second or
Actually,
third.
what am I saying? It's not
Maybe
the,
second.
not
So I'm
time
racing.
for
I'm really racing
these
Kevin
guys
here.
got their 9-minute warm up yet. Kind of getting a little ahead of myself.
That's why I don't want to be too
Yeah,
aggressive.
thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate appreciate you setting me up to fail. But all right. Anyhow,
I really don't want to damage
so
my
yeah,
truck.
So 9 more minutes. I actually go ahead and take a look.
I probably could have pulled
and
low,
see
but
how
then I
these guys
might have got stuck on the low
practice.
side on
If
that last start.
If it'll work with me on
I just
that
wanted to
side.
stay
There we go. So
on the
Aaron
top and
Smith.
rip the top
He
as long
was
as we
was
can.
the fastest in practice, followed closely by Chris Mefford, Kevin McCann, and Brian McCann. I tell you, Swats, those McCann brothers, right along with the Meffords, and then Ryan Crooks, getting it done here recently as well. It seems like no matter what track we go to.
All right,
And I
man,
hate
we're
to
going
sound
green next
broken,
time by.
like a
All
broken
right, man,
record,
line up
but
on the
cream
inside row.
absolutely rises to the top.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were looking at the point standings earlier, and like I said, the McCann brothers are first and second.
No, this is going to change it up a little bit. Leader's on the outside, so that outside line is going to get the kickoff for this one.
They're both of them very, very skilled, very, very talented.
Aaron's in fourth. Are you still in third, Kevin?
Because of the amount of races that he
Hell, Aaron went to second.
from last season here at the Spartanside IROC TV.
I still like third.
Here. It's, I mean, it's hard to compete with those two. It's like saying the Bush brothers. Both
Safe
of them
cars
in real NASCAR. Both of them a lot of wins.
Green, green, green.
It's very comparable.
Man, the bottom just don't have any grip.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, last season at the end of or for season 5, they ran the
got one
Xfinity
outside.
cars. This season,
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
In the trucks. I assume next year maybe they'll go over to the next gens or
got one outside.
The Gen 4s or maybe the Gen 6s,
clear
or maybe
high,
go
clear high.
ARCA or who knows, but these guys guarantee to put on a great show each
got
and
one
every
outside.
time.
You're
They,
clear high, clear high.
they
Outside.
set out
You're
on
clear
track.
high, clear high.
And it doesn't matter whether it's a super speedway, a road course, short track, tricky place
Outside.
like this, or if we go
Chris,
to
low, there's a car on the
Michigan
high
or
side.
Kansas
All clear,
or
all
Vegas,
clear.
you know,
You're
anywhere
back
we
in
go,
fourth.
these guys have put on one hell of a show each and every time, and I'm absolutely proud to
got
to
one
be
outside.
here for this series.
All
It's a
clear,
lot of
all
fun.
clear.
I'm glad that you're here with me.
Well, like I said, to be here in the booth with you is always
got one inside.
pleasure and entertaining.
Clear low, clear low.
Talking about racing, what we're watching, the real life stuff. Obviously, we've met with a bunch, with Roval. There's a lot of different things. Amazing.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Past the 33. Past the 33. Past
People
the.
tuning in to watch a simulation of racing, not real racing, but simulation racing. And there are people
Now I get
that,
outside.
can definitely meet and become really, really good friends. And I
Looks like
definitely
you're
classify
having a
you
little
as,
trouble with
being
the
at top of
outside.
list.
I definitely appreciate
No,
that.
I'm good.
Ryan Crooks actually just sent me a message, says,
Awful
love the
lot of
broadcast,
sparks flying and-
quick thought, can we get
it'll-
volume on
it'll
his
buff
voice
out.
turned up a little to match yours? Absolutely love the broadcast. So I guess that kind of clears up what I was kind of wondering about earlier. And yep, I
hammer
absolutely
some-
can. I'll go ahead and crank him up.
Hammer
a
and
bit
some
right
scotch
now,
bright.
and hopefully that makes
Dude,
things a
what was
little
that
bit
for?
better. Ryan, thank you very much for the help. Absolutely appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, I don't know how much more to fix that.
I will say it's getting hard to drive here at lap 40.
So, I'm not sure how to
It-
make myself
yeah.
any louder.
It might be on my side. I cranked you up to
Race
like
control
140,
rules
so
that is hard
hopefully a little
racing.
bit better.
No penalty.
But for the Stubble Field fans, there we go. Stubble
I'm
fan
hoping
fields, there we go.
everybody thumbs down,
from Lebanon,
slows down,
Tennessee, and
and the
his
track adapts to my
onboard
driving
Stub
style.
Racing. Right now, Stubble Field is sitting about P11 on the boards, right behind
I like it.
Wysocki, and ahead of Chris Wally in that number 51. He's got the 5 of Dellinger back there, as well as Kyle Pendergraft. So
Damn, is that Wally
right
up?
now, the
No,
7
Wally's
of
in second.
Brown,
I thought he made it all the way up
Dave
to
Brown,
first.
to be exact. He's on
He's got
top
places
in
to
this
be, huh?
practice with under 5 minutes to go, followed by David Trumley, Gabe Ellison, Chris Mefford, and Bill Hales. Now that's kind of interesting. You know, there's not a McCann in there. There is a Mefford, but no McCann. And
You got the broadcast
is it
on,
just
Brian?
because of the track we're
I
at?
can't hear it,
You know,
but I
this
do.
you've
Wow.
really got to be good
Oh, I was just
at
wondering
a
if it
track
was
like
working.
this in order for it to meet your niche.
Yeah, they had some problems earlier, but
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
think
at
they're
the
going
board
now.
Here, and I'm not seeing Kevin actually running many laps here in this
That's what's
warm up.
going
But
on.
Brian has run a few
YouTube
laps.
is
He's
updating.
in the top 10, but not up there towards the top 3. But I don't necessarily think Brian
Pit road
cares
is
about the
closed.
qualifying position. Just the same as Kevin. As long as they start somewhere in that top 12 kind of range, they kind of just migrate right to the front anyway. So this track here, it really depends on your draft as well. Draft it's a big part of this track. So I really think those two linking up, if they can qualify somewhere around the same time and be in the same position or near each other, I definitely think we'll see those.
No, wait, I got to start on the
and,
bottom.
try to
I
push
thought there
their way
was.
to the front, but,
I thought I was fourth.
Gotta have friends on track. You
Oh,
can't be a solo
Kevin,
driver out
you
there
get-
with
you
nobody
get to start on the
work
top.
with, and if you are a solo driver out there looking for people, be open to it. Work with everybody or anybody.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
I'm not questioning the McCanns right now because of how good they've been. Like I said, points in first and second. Kevin's already got the win. Brian's been super fast. Finished on top.
Did you like fourth gear last time, Kevin?
So it's been kind of ridiculous the amount of times we've seen.
I feel like it's getting
three already,
almost too slick for third.
Races into the season.
I gotta tell you, I'm kind of.
What did you think that time?
Right along
Get ready.
with the three of
I didn't like it,
right now to
but
King, North Carolina.
bottom sucks
And
anyway,
gotta
so I don't know.
love
Hard to tell.
His profile picture. He's got the Iceman, shades
I'm gonna try fourth
on,
this
the
time.
old aviators, and it says when in doubt, go faster. So we've heard
Green,
that
green, green.
hashtag go faster a few times in other series, other leagues. And when
Outside.
when you
John
got
bottom, 3 wide. All
a
clear,
driver
all
with the
clear.
caliber of Brian McCann talking about going faster,
John
something
bottom, 3
tells
wide.
me he'd still be able to do
Got
that
one outside.
while taking care
2
of
wide
his
there.
right front,
All clear,
not
all
really
clear.
Wally
allowing
is
the
sending it.
truck to
Oh
step
my
out
goodness.
from him, too far. And
John bottom, 3 wide. Outside.
he
2
is
wide there.
he's a pretty
You're
cool
clear high,
character
clear
behind
high.
the
Get
wheel.
back and forth.
So it's going to be interesting to see what that 3 is capable of. But right now, just hanging inside.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
P10
Got one
as
outside.
he's
All
trying
clear,
to come
all
down
clear.
pit road path, practicing a pit road entry. How about Neil Quick though in the deuce,
Inside.
about to turn into turn number 1
Clear low, clear low.
and try to work a little bit more on his points as I'm sorry, as far as his entry point and then his exit point, his throttle point. There's so many different things
Kevin.
that you got to do at this track that you might not have to do at
Check it
out.
some of the other
Clear all
cookie
around.
cutters
Alright, man,
because
caution is
they're
out.
not
Caution
quite
is
as
out.
technical.
Line up, single file.
I messed
Pit
up.
road
It's my
closed.
fault.
Heads up, double O.
Sorry about that restart, Aaron.
Cheering for team.
Once
Oh, I got to
on
give
you,
you
I
a
couldn't
kiss
get
on
off.
that one.
Past the 8 car.
Yeah, it's all good. These things
right
pulled the right
there,
so hard
right
down there.
Heads up, double O.
I'm
Car.
happy you kept me back here.
Heads up, 75 car.
Not just that the McCanns are not in the top 5 in qualifying, but the people that are in the top 5 in qualifying. Kyle Pendergraft has had some
Well, that
bad
sucks.
races the last couple races besides his first race of the season at Daytona, winning that race. He's had some bad luck.
Would you
the
do
last few
over
weeks.
rotate?
He's sitting right now in the top
I
4 in the warm-up.
think
Brad
so.
Bedford, also, Robert Barney. He's had a kind of a
Awfully odd.
challenging
Pit road is now open.
He's had
I wasn't
some
expecting it. Whatever happened, I wasn't
at
expecting
top
it.
3 at the end of the race. David E. Brown, he's been towards the front most of the race, just does not have the finishes to put it here. So
We don't have
there's a
engine
lot of
damage.
guys. I mean, even going past the P4 spot, David
No
Drummond,
penalty.
Gabriel Ellison, Bill
Hard
Hill,
racing,
Vincent
lots of
Short,
lane changing,
that's the top
beating
10.
and banging. Incidentally,
a lot
guys,
of those
there's
guys
no
have been
truck on the
finishing
track
top
that does
5
not have a dent.
in any of the races we've
Right
had.
here.
So it's maybe it's time for these
Face
guys
truck.
to step in and say, you know what, we're not going to watch the McCann show or the Brian Crooks show either. I've been kind of waiting to see.
Keep me
who
updated
steps
where the
up.
truck pace car is.
There we go. Well, we're about to find out. We're going to go ahead and clear the boards
middle
right
turn 3 and
now,
4.
and we're going to go ahead and pull up your grid so
How
you
much
know
damage you
exactly
got?
where everybody's
40
at
seconds.
all evening,
Where's it at?
or where we're starting this thing out
Restart
at.
zone.
We'll try that.
right,
And this
that's
time I
it.
will
Go.
be hung out to
Finish
dry,
line.
Mr. Swats. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring up
Line
your
up,
grid
single file.
and
Heads up, double
show
O
you
car.
exactly
Heads up,
what is
15
happening
car.
with our starting order. So Chris Mefford in that 46, he's going to go ahead and start P.
What's the
number
idle?
1. It looks like it's going to be Brandon Mefford in the 83 for
12 to
P2.
13.
P3 is going to be Aaron
13.
Smith in that 70 to the for the outside of row number 2. It's going to be Ryan Crooks in that number 1. Kevin McCann in the 33. P5, P6 going to be Gabe Ellison. Ryan Honeycutt in the 18, and on the outside of row number 4, it's going to be David E. Brown, Doc Brown, I'm going to call him, in his number 7.
Let the
P9,
15
Brian
car by.
McCann
He had
in his
position
3,
when the yellow
with
flag came
Robert
out.
Barney in his 16, P number 10, P11. David Trumbley in his 96, and to round out your 6th row and your top 12, it's going to be it's going to be Neil Quick in that deuce. So that is going to be how the top 12 line up, and wouldn't you know it, again, this tool is not going to work with me. So to go through the rest of your field, it's going to be Vincent Short, P13, P14.
Wish they
is
do
going to be
like a
Joshua
baseball game
Funkhauser,
during the
Byron
cautions. They
Jones,
bring out
Cook Quick, Kyle
bring out the
Pendergraft,
lawnmower with the
Stony
rake
Benfield,
behind it, or
Tim
the piece of
Schofield,
fence, chew
Dylan
it up.
Dillinger, Timothy Stubblefield, Bill Hales in his 53 starting
All right, that's it. Go.
double deuce.
Got too slick for me to drive it.
Doug Wysocki, Chris Wally,
Line
Sam
up, single
Maxwell,
file. Extra,
and
double O.
Bill
Car.
Walker to round out your 26.
All right, man, we're going.
I got it all fixed though.
All right, man, line up on
This
the
is
inside row.
almost called you
Extra,
Byron.
15. Car.
SWAT. This
I think
could
I'm
be
idling
one hell
at
of a race.
1292, so not too far off.
All right, we're halfway to the finish.
Probably good enough.
I mean, this track is so difficult that you have to hit it perfectly. Almost
Might actually help.
Yeah, it'd probably help to
You
handle.
make one little mistake in turn 1, you make one
Get
little
ready.
mistake in turn 2, one little mistake in turn 3, and it just tears the entire track off for you. And then it can mess up your next lap as well if you're not back up to speed or found a
All right, man.
partner or
Pace cars in.
you know, just not in the rhythm.
Green, green, green.
A lot of this track, like road courses, is rhythm because you have three different styles.
All
of
clear,
turns
all clear.
built into this three-turn track.
Very much so. Very, very much so. Speaking of the track, let's go ahead and
Outside.
bring up your
All
track
clear,
map
all
again
clear.
so you see where
Aaron
everybody's
hit
at.
hard.
Right now,
Yeah,
you
he
see him
did.
coming off turn 3 again. Hashtag what turn 4.
Kinda
Barney's
with
got the
the-
field in
he's
view.
almost
As you see, the green
perpendicular
flag
to the
is
wall
up.
there.
Outside.
Again, cheers out there for short, Stubbs, and
All
everybody
clear,
else.
all clear.
Let's go green flag racing from Pocono. Let's go.
Yeah, the top is almost impossible.
Outside. You're clear high, clear
At
high.
least to go fast.
Dude, I love the sound of these trucks whenever they get going. Same with the other series that we've done in the past for other different movies. Just the NASCAR sound.
Outside.
Whoa, hold on to it, 46.
You're
Hold
clear
on
high,
to it.
clear high. All right, looks like you're in the top 10.
You're running the bottom.
And we've got some
Yeah.
rollers in turn number 1. It's going to be Neil Quick and Chris Medford. Unfortunately, you saw the one of Ryan Crooks just barely skate on by. The 46 just on the bottom, got hooked a little bit. And yeah, we just saw that up live. Let's actually go back, if we can though, with the one and show you what Ryan Crooks was looking at. That had to be something interesting. Oh, let's go ahead and rewind that because
Oh man, I didn't know you were down there. My bad.
there we go.
I was gonna go low on Vincent there.
Stop it right there. Let's go ahead and
Inside.
switch on over
Clear low,
to
clear
our
low.
trusty
Inside.
chase cam here.
Clear
right
low,
quick,
clear low.
And we'll play it out. 3 wide for the lead. Going into turn number 1, you see one truck down low, maybe a little bit of net code, but man, what a great job Ryan Crooks did getting on the binders, not getting into the 46, not getting collected. He lost some spots, but that IROC TV truck is in one piece versus in the wall. The what? Yeah.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Start that over.
The chopper, maybe the chopper cam, you mean? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead.
I
Outside.
don't know. I think it's faster down there.
All clear, all
You
clear.
can see how close it is to the front bumper of Ryan Crooks. He did an amazing job of slowing down.
All right, go ahead and play it out.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Got one outside.
Ooh. Wow.
All clear, all
Yeah,
clear.
that could have been bad. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so
Outside.
great job by all.
You're clear
Looks
high,
like
clear
Brandon
high.
Medford, he's gonna, obviously everybody's gonna stay out. There's really, unless you got damage, there's no real reason to come on
Got one
down.
outside.
Come on
You're
down
clear
pit
high,
road.
clear high.
It's funny in all that with everybody checking up and whatnot. Ryan Crooks ran
one
the fastest
outside.
lap with a
All
1.03.
clear, all clear.
That'll be the
Keep
last
digging.
time that those lap times are that slow. But that just goes to show how much everybody in this field had to slow down to avoid a wreck that was literally in the front.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if the back half of the field is not.
Got one outside.
If I'm, floating between.
You're clear high, clear high.
Last place. That was 3 laps that we just ran, essentially. You had the warm-up lap, then you had the first lap, then you had the pace lap.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
Another lap too, so I would probably come down and just top off. Add that extra 3-4 laps of fuel. We were talking about it earlier about the fuel length.
Outside. You're clear high,
If you
clear
came
high.
down now, it would put you within the window of the one stop after the stage break.
Well, with the stage break being right at
Got one
lap 20,
outside. You're clear high. Clear
pretty
high.
much everybody, that'll leave 60 laps.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Everybody's going to be able to
Line
come
up
on
single
down.
file. Pit road is
If
closed.
they're getting right about 30 laps on a tank, and if no other cautions, there's so many variables that dictate whether you come down pit road and top off or not. But these guys all can clearly, or very easily rather, make it to lap 20 for that stage break. And if for some reason another caution would come out at about
I'm back
lap
up here
15,
racing with Kevin now.
Okay, I probably won't go any higher than that. Say about lap 15, absolutely. Hit pit road, grab full brand new Eagle Fuel Goods, go ahead and top it off and get ready for a long run. That's what I would do personally, but I don't race. The only thing I race is my mic.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing's based on green flag running. What we were talking about
That
earlier,
bottom
after
line
that
was
stage break is,
all right
you know,
for a while,
if
but
it was
then,
green,
damn,
you
if it
could
didn't,
do
Didn't take long.
it slicked over real quick.
I'm just thinking
I was having fun down there for a few
the
laps.
stage break, or if another caution comes
We ain't
out,
got much of a track left.
23 car by.
and we had an incident. So, I mean, if this goes another 4 or 5 laps, that's, 9, 10, 12 laps on the tires. Why not come down and stock up on fuel and tires, and then maybe go into the second stage towards the front, and maybe another caution comes out on the next restart.
Maybe. Very, very. It's definitely very, very possible. Looking at the at Aaron Smith's car out of Hollywood, South Carolina.
Let's hear what Kevin
kind
said.
of reminds me of another guy that we both know from races in years past. But just kind of going through our top 5, working or landing right now on the 7 of David Brown. Behind him, again, as you can see there on the scoring pylon, Robert Barney, Kevin McCann, Ryan Honeycutt, Brian McCann, Vincent Short, and just for giving a little bit of a shout out as well, Dave Trumbley and Kyle Pendergraft that won just a few short weeks ago. Definitely appreciate everybody that's out there, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or IROC TV through your favorite room.
Something happened to my broadcast, and I'm not listening to the right show for some reason.
I don't know.
It switched over to Pocono.
Race control accidentally did not uncheck fast repair.
Pit road is
What do you want me to do?
Uh-oh.
It's not like I'm in contention for the win or anything.
You finish out the race, but I would assume that they're going to, just give.
Again, Schofield, McCann, and Schofield still sound.
There we go, I got it back.
To me.
I was trying to fix damage and
luck,
just forgot to
Ken.
uncheck it.
I would say keep the shiny side up, but I don't think
They must
you
have
got
had to
shiny
restart the
side
stream.
left. We'll get them.
Yeah, I've been instructed to give you an EOL.
All right, so there you go.
Oh, I had it while you
Absolutely,
didn't,
on the honors.
Just want to be on.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the outside road now.
Around this Spartan.
Ooh, now my broke down truck gets the outside.
Come on, 23.
I would use that John
If I can ship it around the outside.
with Harry Hogg, where he said, "Decide we don't have to fix."
I haven't run the
Ship
high
it
line.
around the outside, you're gonna go straight to the hot dog stand.
All 4 sides of this truck.
I know I haven't run the outside in like 20 laps. I don't know what it's like up here.
Get ready.
There's a wall.
You see the hoods.
Trucks on the inside too. I like to hit.
We're about to,
Who's the leader
about
here?
to go ahead and
Byron,
let the green flag
Byron.
fly yet again.
All right,
Barney's
man.
still hosting the
cars
yellow. Hoisting the yellow.
Green
There,
flag,
he's gonna
green
go ahead
flag.
and switch
You're back
it up,
and forth.
which means we should see the trucks through 3 and 4.
Next
There
car
we
is
go.
the leader. All right,
Pace
you're
truck's
back
gonna
in
pull
third.
on down. Byron Jones is going to be the first one again to jump on the throttle. Let's go.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
I think Byron, I think the only way he can lose this thing is if he messes up himself through the corner. In my opinion, the way he's launching off of the restarts and everything, he's getting out for about
Keep digging.
second and a half.
You're in second.
Jumping on the rest of the field, and they're battling each other so hard that he's just able to pull.
It ain't easy.
You got one inside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Bottom seems to be faster.
They get strung out and we continue that green flag.
Got one outside.
Brothers who are now lined up behind him could run him
You're
down.
clear high,
He's
clear
got
high.
the truck out there for the most part.
Absolutely. You see the 3 there of Brian McCann. He started in third right now, running third.
Got one
He's got
outside.
his brother
You're
to
clear
his
high, clear high.
outside. So that's going to disallow the 3 to really jump on up, get into the throttle, and what do you know, just as I say
Got
that,
one outside.
able to open
You're
up
clear
the
high,
wheel,
clear high.
33 again going to pull the
Oh, no
outside
caution on
or
that.
to his right rear. 33 hard into the throttle. We saw the 3 earlier swats get
Got one
up
outside.
way
All
up
clear,
high,
all clear.
onto the cushion, way up the banking, and get a huge surge off the corner. With the 33 to the outside, he's not able to run that line, and Byron absolutely getting away already over a second ahead of the 33.
And what I'm watching in Byron's truck is he's breaking the wheel earlier than everybody else, where he's letting off and rolling through the corner, through the hard pack, and letting it slide a little bit, and then he corrects it, and he doesn't really have to do a whole lot. He is turning right a little bit, but not as much as everybody else.
All right, so let's actually ride along with Byron Jones. This is in his cockpit. You definitely see him hard over on that wheel, you know, getting set up for yet another corner. He's got the 75 right ahead of him. That's going to be Stoney Benfield. Stoney was, he had a little bit of an issue earlier, and this is absolutely going to play havoc a little bit with Byron, because that's going to take his line as he has to check up a little bit not to run into the back of the 75 up off the corner, and this is going to be tricky.
He's going to try to make it on the bottom, but the 75 staying up high and loud and actually go around on the bottom. I was worried there that he wasn't going to find any room around him.
I must have had to come to a complete stop to get the caution to come off.
Took both lines away. The environment's got him on the very bottom. It seems to be the only area that I'm seeing that's not hard packed in. Most of the track from the middle up is hard packed in, and the very, very bottom is hard packed just a little bit. So there's about, I would say about a car and a half length from the very bottom to the middle of the track where it's not hard packed in yet.
Yeah, but if you get way down there, you're not making any speed. You know, dirt. From what it seems, and I don't race a whole lot of dirt. I don't pretend to. You know, anybody that really knows me knows if it's dirt or if I got to use the brakes, I'm not racing. So yeah, it kind of is, you know, what it is. But it seems like you really want to diamond out the corners on this track, and these guys, yeah, they're the cream rises to the top every single race. As you see the 3 make a little bit of contact with the right rear one more time. Going to pull up right behind the 33 of Kevin McCann, who came into this race, I believe, the points leader, if I'm not mistaken. And we were talking about Ryan Crooks earlier. He was sitting P4, about 53 or 54 points back, missing tonight's race. You know, he's showing in 21st. He has not gone out to run anything. Neither is Bill Walker or Kyle Pendergraft. Three guys that really needed all the points that they could get.
Byron sitting 10.
Get down here out of y'all, boy.
He's only got 1 top 5 this season. So if he could finish this one off, it would be his 2nd top 5 this season. And if it's a win, it's probably the best top 5 he's had ever. So I think if we get him into the movie at the end of the night, I think we're going to hear a lot of screaming when he comes up in here, because he's going to be one happy kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's maintaining that 1 second gap over the McCanns. Josh Funkhauser about 5 seconds back, and then Chris Wally, as Wally and Funkhauser actually go ahead and swap positions a little bit further back. Here is that battle between the 81 and the 51. 51 down low, going to go ahead and send it. 81's going to get a good run. Is he going to be able to clear him? Yep, he's going to go ahead and try to cross it over.
Ain't no track left.
81 throwing it in. He had to check up just a little bit. That's going to solidify the position for Chris Wally in that 5-1, putting the 81 back to P5, right where he started. Behind these guys, you got Chris Mefford and Brandon Mefford, the 46 and 83. They've been battling it out. Behind them is going to be the 70 of Aaron Smith. Aaron down 2 spots right now, sitting P8. David Trumbley and Mike Koch going to round out your top 10. 17 laps to go here, Swat.
Yeah, I know we were kind of joking earlier about the Ross Chastain. These guys are kind of, you know, wall riding a little bit. They kind of are with the right rear of the truck.
Yep.
Leaders must be racing pretty hard, huh?
What Ross did where he forced that corner and just let it go through the wall. But they are rim riding right on the edge where the right rear is dragging on the wall. So I don't know if that's what's affecting them, because you don't see that with Byron. Byron is not doing that. He's been staying in the middle. Even when he floated up a little higher in the line before it really hard packed up there, he was even one of the first ones to jump down there in the middle line. And now that line's starting to hard pack in. The hard pack itself will run dirt. It turns in. Yes, it's hard, and it's not the dirt that's real soft and where you can slide the car. It almost feels like pavement, but it's like ice at the same time where it's slippery. So I think that's where that 30-lap run that Wally was talking about, where the car becomes a handful because you've got to search for the booster dirt.
Kevin's on the flat spot trying to find grip.
Area in that second to third line.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You mentioned that if Byron does grab this win, it would be his second top 5. It's funny. I believe his first.
Them dirt cars will work on that bottom, but these trucks, they just don't do it.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on that. Okay, so yeah, so that if he can go ahead and grab this W, talk about a contradiction in tracks. I mean, very, very technical road course. So many up and downhill, sweeping left and right hand turns, and then here at Bristol Motor Speedway, 33 almost flats all the way around, able to save it, and that's going to cost him a ton of time, and actually just gave Byron Jones a second. Now up over the 33. We got the McCann brothers now nose to tail, 2+ seconds back behind the 19.
Good.
Send me go to the line.
Okay.
She was really fast at and ran, I believe, Sunday in the turn down for 1 series, the same track. So gave him a little advantage there. Didn't have the same result, but he was very, very fast. And Nashville came back and got that top 5. See him there coming off that corner. He actually got a little more turns left than he wanted. Had to straighten out the truck more coming off the corner. So he might have lost a little bit of time there. This lap here was a little slower, I think, than what he wanted. But he's still running.
Got one outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. All clear. All clear.
There's that gap again, shrinking just a little bit.
Dang, I got screwed up on that straightaway. I would have had him there.
It's funny that you watch him on the opposite side of the track. He gains 4 to 5 tenths right back. Well, it probably doesn't help that these two right here are absolutely battling it out. I just saw a notification that Quick just had a problem, but so far no caution. 33 and 3 continuing to fight amongst themselves. 33 now in front of the 3, and Byron Jones with a 2.2 second lead. 8 laps to go here, SWAT. Can Byron keep the nerves cool, calm, and collected? You know, they say in real racing, right about this time you start to hear every knock and ping, and you're thinking that something's going to go wrong. You don't have to worry about much with these things, except for maybe some dirt on the grill. I don't know if that actually affects the temperature of the motor or not. I'm not wishing Byron any ill will whatsoever. I absolutely appreciate the kid, but yeah, 2.5 now over McCann's.
Closing in right now because it's dirt on the grill. I don't think that is actually
5 laps to go.
You imagine?
Yeah, it would be.
They're wall riding behind me.
And other dirt races, but I'm shocked on some of the other drivers that have front end damage that's not impacting their truck. Aaron Smith has a lot of damage on it. Kevin McCann has damage on the front bumper and the grill.
How are they doing that?
And it doesn't seem to be affecting him. Cook was down 22 laps before he did the carpool. So I think his truck just went out from him, but he has a lot more damage than anybody else on there. But I'm rooting for Byron. Go Byron.
Absolutely, yeah. Big Byron Jones fan. Jones Paint and Designs, as he's going to come on back up on the 75 one more time. Again, 75 is going to be Stoney Benfield, but does he have enough? 3 laps to go as he comes across the start stripe. He's actually got a couple trucks up there, and the lead now at 1.8, 1.7, 1.6. So Byron, he's got to maintain 1.5. He's losing a little bit as Kevin McCann in his 33 starting to reel him in. Is Byron worried about the truck in front of him? Is he kind of giving him just a little bit of a gap so he can worry about his line? 33 still tagging
All right,
the wall
man.
just
White
a little
flag.
bit.
One
Getting
more lap to
closer
go.
and closer. 2 laps to go.
Byron messed up one corner and Kevin really hit it, which gained time. He gained about a second total now. He's closing the gap. He's about a half second back from Byron. I think the lap car did affect Byron because I think he was worried about trying to make the pass.
Oh, hold on to it, Byron. Hold on to it, Byron. Hold on to it. Yep, Kevin got. Yep, this is the white flag lap. We're going to go ahead and clear it out. 33 full
Hey,
up
hey,
into the wall.
There's the
Byron
checkered
Jones
flag.
going to get
Oh,
a
I'm glad that's
run.
over with.
Down
Good
on
race,
the
good
high
race.
side. Gonna cut
Dude,
across
hell of a
Byron
run back,
Jones
dude.
driver.
grabs the W at Bristol Motor Speedway in the dirt. Congratulations, young buck.
I picked the wrong caution to be a part of that to bring out the yellow.
This is going to be one happy kid. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I don't even know if he's going to be available. We won't say anything to him just yet. We won't say anything to him just yet. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to Byron Jones and his celebration. Byron, the track is yours. Light him up, sir.
Chris, Mefford, and Aaron found some speed somewhere.
I found it there at the end and almost passed him for the lead last lap.
What'd you do? Because I couldn't figure it out.
Bounce it off the wall.
It is unfortunate on dirt. You
For
can't
real?
get a smoke show.
Yeah.
As much as this kid deserves it. Oh, man. And you see the others on track all pulling on over to watch and congratulate the kid.
So you just go
getting his first
bounce it off the wall
win in
and
this,
drag
in
your
this
rear on
series
it?
Is absolutely huge. Very, very strong
Pretty much.
field.
You had to do it just right. It took me a few laps to figure it out, but the last like
And
3
like I
laps,
mentioned
man, I
earlier,
had
we
it
got a chance to
dialed.
talk to Byron. He had to have had this track circled on the calendar when the
hell of a
schedule was
simulation.
created and released, and they started recruiting.
Oh, I
for the
see.
series, or adding
So
on
when you
to the
went
core
in
that they had from
and
last
you just
year, or
caught the
from
right
last year.
rear,
Yeah,
and
I
you were
mean,
probably full
he
lock
came out
left,
was
wasn't you?
dominant from the start. That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering in the heat session, what he
It
was
kind of gives
doing.
you like
He
a
wasn't
burst of
really
speed off
challenging,
of it.
Kevin
Yeah,
McCann.
I felt
He
that a
was
few
just kinda
times. I just
riding
couldn't figure
behind
out
him.
how
I
to
don't
do
know
it
if he was just sitting
consistent.
back learning and watching.
Yeah, it was hard.
What Kevin was doing and maybe picking a few more trade secrets on track, but whatever he found before, he definitely put it in tonight.
I tell you what, looking backwards, from this Spartan IROC
You had him
machine,
scared though.
The front end is caked, and he's got to
Man,
be
you
happy.
threw it
Once he
in.
got into the, once he got it up to the front, it was
Yeah, he
all,
gained a lot.
just a couple of lap trucks, and that was really it. He's gonna pull it underneath the flag stand, grab a picture for his
Oh, Aaron got around Chris.
Designs, website, and man, he absolutely deserves this victory. Although I tell you what, Kevin McCann is absolutely.
Look how much Aaron gained on the last few laps.
Oh, yeah, Kevin was coming forward there at the end. I mean, it's a .084 win for Byron. So it wasn't as close there, but it was close in last.
Everything but riding the wall.
Yeah, don't worry when he made contact with the wall. If Kevin hadn't made contact,
You like my apron
right
riding?
behind him, I think
Man,
Kevin might
you-
have had.
You were
I mean,
using that
Kevin
bumper
had
to
to go
guide,
first,
that's for
and
sure.
once he did that, he tagged
Just
the wall.
kissing it the
Byron
whole way.
also tagged the wall, but in the end,
Wow, that lap 99, you gained almost everything.
whether it's the hardened concrete surface or on the dirt, it's
Hey,
all
can I
about
talk
the
to an admin
prestige
by
of
chance?
winning at Bristol Motor Speedway. It is
Yeah, man,
Bristol, baby. All
Is
right, so
there
we are going to
is
go
there
ahead and
relevance
get ready for
in
Byron
teaching
Jones,
only
Kevin McCann,
wall
and Brian
riding?
McCann. We're going to be able to talk to the brothers here in just a moment. Please don't nobody go nowhere. We will be right back.
Did you guys
I
say
gotta
someone
see if
was
there's
doing
something specific. Definitely frowned upon. Now, like if it's the Chastain deal, right, where you just full throttle all the way through, definitely don't like that. If it's we're gonna slide up into the wall and kind of use it to break our momentum, I've always kind of looked at that as, especially on the dirt, as you kind of run it at your own risk of knocking the toe out or something like that, hitting it too hard.
Well, what if you hypothetically
slide into the wall in the center of the corner and then keep it pinned, turning into the wall purposely to use it. Is that okay?
So with the new update, actually, if you do that, it actually slows your truck down. It actually bumps it all down.
Yeah, it didn't appear to slow you down, my friend.
On that last lap, dude, you were hauling ass.
That's because I wasn't riding
Yeah, I
it.
found something there at the end.
It was up on the top, wasn't it?
Disagree. That's okay.
Yeah, he just bounced the right.
I mean, if you want to watch the replay,
And he gets 20th instead of 22nd. And Kyle and Bill at least ran the heat races.
Yeah, it's all about the points paying parts of the race, though. What's up, Brian?
Hey.
Man, you had that straight off speed. I didn't see anybody else have it except for the 70 a time or two. So good job. Definitely showed how to get around here. I'm gonna bring the music down and bring us in.
And try to push the last 10 or 15 laps. This is kind of what happens.
Man, I get that, but this is something entirely different. Like the whole right side of the car.
All right, ladies and gents, we are back, and yeah, we got our top three just waiting to be able to chat. First up is going to be driver 3, starting from P3, and yeah, here we are, bottom step of the podium. Brian McCann, man, we saw you in the heats and then again in the feature, really using the high side to come off, carrying a lot of momentum. You in the 70 of Aaron Smith were just going like tit for tat. At each end of the track, just really crossing over each other over and over and over again. That allowed Chris Wally, as well as a few others, including the 46 of Chris Mefford, to work their way into the picture. What more did you need to get on up there, sir? What more did you need for 2 more spots?
Need to learn how to drive dirt, but dirt's definitely not my strong suit. I just come out here and started the race, and I was like, I'm just going to do survival mode. I don't want to blow my motor up and finish last. That was my focus. So about midway through the race, I don't know what happened. Just lost the truck and actually slid down into Kevin, and I just held the brake trying not to spin him out, but then I got collected by some other drivers, so that was unfortunate. Sorry if I messed anybody's night up, but damage wasn't too bad to my truck. Got it collected back. Figured out how to drive the track a little bit, just enough to make it up to third, and I'm lucky to be there.
Yeah, we were able to go back and watch the replay from your wreck. Saw, like you said, you tagged the wall, came on down into the 33 just a bit, and the 83 had nowhere to go. But you actually got I think personally, in my opinion, you got a little lucky with a little bit of a second tap, because it helped you complete the spin on this really slick surface to where you're able to grab a gear and get going without losing any more spots. But overall, one hell of a race. It's going to continue to assist you in the points with your consecutive, top 5 finishes, just being extremely on point no matter where we go. Speaking of where we go, let me go ahead and pull up the schedule as Swats asks you his question.
Yeah, Brian, I mean, in the heat race, you guys were just all over the place running some really fast laps. With the hard pack coming in, in these long race that you guys had here, 100 laps at Bristol and dirt, it's going to affect the track. And obviously you don't have the tractors coming out on and fluffing it back up for you. Did that hard pack affect any lines that you were running or anything, or did you just stay in that third groove where the hard pack was really stuck in?
I think it's around about lap 60 or 70, the track really started to go away, and there wasn't really much. But there was like one strip at the bottom, and the few dirt races that I've run, typically that will be pretty dominant. But in these trucks, I just couldn't make it work. So we went back to the high side and just staying as close to that wall as possible. That was the quickest line at the end there. So Kevin figured it out, and Kevin gained a bunch of time on Byron, and I know Chris Mefford and Aaron Smith behind me, they were running me down, but I could never really quite grasp how or what they were doing, and Kevin described it to me a little bit, and it makes sense after the race, but during the race, I just couldn't figure it out.
I
Well,
tell
you guys
you,
were definitely doing that pretty well.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, Brian, again, great job. P3 finish one more time. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there, sir?
Yeah, my family, my wife, everybody watching tonight, our sponsors. Big shout out to our sponsors that put this show on. The admins that run the league, and you guys for doing the broadcast.
Definitely appreciate it as always, sir. All right, we're gonna pull your little brother on up, and Kevin, you got SWATs.
Going on, Kevin. Another great night or great finish for you here. Another top 5. You're the points leader. This is going to help you. Great night or great finish for you here. Another top 5. You're the points leader. This is going to help you with this one. What did you need in there at the end to get by Byron? You made it, or he made it really interesting with hitting the wall, and you followed him right into it. When you guys came to the line, it was .084. So, I mean, a super close finish like Talladega and Daytona. Was there any thought to maybe door him, maybe push him down low, something to get to that finish line?
Yeah, I needed just one more lap. I think
What
I found some speed
lap
there
did
last
I
five or so laps there on the
wreck
high
on?
side, and I could tell he was sort of riding that middle line. That was the safer line. You know, riding that top line was very difficult to do and not send the truck completely over the fence. So I knew
About
I
right
found
here,
some
I
speed
think.
there. You know, I just threw a Hail Mary there at the end, you know, just a typical slide job, but you know, he got the better run off, of course, because, you know, I had to throw it in there so hard on entry, you know, so there was really nothing I could do. I was just hoping that maybe, you know,
Was
maybe
that
he would
not it?
slide, get into the throttle a little too hard or something, and I'd be able to hold him off there at the end. And it certainly was close, that's for sure.
Oh,
Kevin, you, the 46, the 70, your brother Byron, the guys that were pretty much up front most of the night,
After
really
this.
put on one hell of a show. There was crossover after crossover all race long. I mean, it started going back to the heats. How much fun was this place on dirt here tonight for 100 laps?
must not have been it.
I hated it in the beginning, to be honest. If you had to start on the bottom lane, you were just screwed. And the top lane was so dominant at the start, and you really saw the
This
track
must have been
just, you know, go through a few stages of evolution there. And I think the final product we got there was my favorite. The whole track was slick. You know, you really had to search for grip. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but there were a few laps I was going around the apron just trying to find grip. And you know, that's the kind of track I like.
Soon
but
as
in the beginning, I say it was very difficult.
no, I was
It
definitely
seemed like you could
sideways.
get locked in a battle where,
But I think I had it at that
you're
moment
just sliding
there.
on each other. Nobody was really
And
doing anything else.
then
You were just hoping for a caution to come out at the
that
right
wall
time,
tap,
and then hope you get
something.
the right restart lane.
I just couldn't save it after
So,
that
you
wall
know, it's
tap. It
kinda
just
like
came
Daytona
straight
there
down
for
into
a bit.
Kevin.
You know, a little strategy game. I lost out probably like 4 or 5 times in a row and had to restart on the inside. So I got shuffled back pretty far, but
What,
you know,
Chris?
we battled our way back up there.
No, I don't.
One hell of
I don't
a
think
race,
anything was
and
wrong.
I
What are you
definitely
talking
gotta, congratulate you. Moving on to, I think I saw, I just had the schedule up a moment ago.
No, y'all,
Gateway
you and
next
Aaron
week for
ran me down.
160 laps. It's another fun track.
I
How
thought you
you
was gonna
feeling?
pass me.
How you feeling about the schedule?
Oh, one of my favorite tracks. So definitely plan on being good there. I think it's
Oh
similar
my
to Nashville. Kind of like a little bit of like New Hampshire. It's probably some shifting involved. So I think we're gonna do pretty well there.
All right, buddy.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations again on this,
I caught a
this
little
second
bit of
step
what
on
he
the
was
podium.
saying,
Any
but then I
quick,
had to turn
friends,
it down
family,
before
sponsors
the
you wanna get out,
broadcast.
sir?
Just thank Wally and the crew for putting on the lead.
Hell,
all
I
the
mean,
sponsors, and
trucks were hitting the wall the
shout
whole
out
race.
to Byron there on the win.
This dirt model thing's broken.
All right, speaking of
And
congratulations.
there at the
What's up, Kevin?
end,
Hell of a run,
it
sir.
was a little quicker to actually hit the wall.
All right, speaking of Byron Jones,
But
we're
you
going to go
you
ahead
couldn't hit
and
it too
pull the
hard,
young buck,
or it
this
would just suck
driver
you
of
in.
the
But if you
19,
just give
not
that little
even
tap,
yet 19 years old himself, swats this driver all night long, absolutely on rails. The restarts belong to this Spartan machine. This Silverado,
No, we wasn't
filthy
wall
on
riding.
the front.
We were wall
but man,
tapping.
he was spitting a lot of dirt out the rear end. for his competition as well.
I know.
Byron Jones, you
we
are
were
up
trying
in
to
the
find
booth.
something, man.
Congratulations on this W.
And then we saw you
getting
coming
it
and
done here at Bristol
I was
on
like, shit,
dirt.
I guess I got to
You go, sir.
figure out how to ride the top side.
Thank you, Pete. Man, I tell you, it was a blast all night long. Being able to search, typically whenever
I just don't know what happened here.
Bristol, it's always one lane groove. You got to stick to it.
Go
That's
back
what
and look
makes
at
you
Nils.
fast. But this, I mean, searching all over the place to find the most amount of speed, it was fun all night long. I mean, even competing against everybody, that first few laps was very hectic as well.
Swat's kind of reminded me that you came into this race P10 in points. So not only are you going to pad those points a little bit, but you're going to grab a W on a season in a field that is very, very strong. You've always been really good on dirt,
Kevin
no matter
was the one.
what track it's on, whether it's here or Eldora or anywhere else. What is it about dirt that just suits your driving
In that situation, Kevin was in there.
I don't know. I think honestly,
I tried to
like
do
the
that myself and almost hit
That's why I
Tim.
feel so good at Legacy Atlanta, which is obviously it's no longer, it wasn't super speedways back when it was.
So in
hot,
Kevin's
slick,
in-car?
sliding around. That's my style of tracks. I like to get sideways. It's not.
Where's Kevin?
It gives you a little bit more rush is the best way to put it. You get a better rush being able to go sideways, being able to.
Yeah, because he's focusing on Wally.
We've had people dive last lap. McCann dove all the way from the bottom and slid all the way up to the top. That's the type of racing I enjoy.
Oh yeah, when
I mean, you never
caught the
know
wall.
what can happen at the end of it.
But see, Kevin's focus was on Wally sliding up,
I mean, Byron who?
and then he's like, "Okay, I'm going to go low."
Byron,
He
you,
just, I don't think Kevin had an
obviously,
idea
we've
Neil
known
was
you,
there.
Pete and I,
And that
for a
sucks
very
for
long
Neil
time.
because
You've, obviously
Neil didn't
transferred
see
over
that
from
coming
console
either.
days.
Neither one of them saw that coming.
And I mean, since you've gotten this new PC, I feel like it is just.
From Neil's perspective, he's like, oh, okay, Wally's going to go high. I'm going to go into middle lane.
Passion for iRacing. Now
Kevin,
that you can at least see everything on iRacing and not just the road and the wall.
Oh, it sucks.
I mean, since you got that PC,
yeah,
you
spotters
have
are
been
way
just
off.
On a different level.
But then Neil just barely taps the wall, and it just
amazing to watch the growth.
And these trucks suck.
Obviously, you've gotten a couple wins in other places, but I think this one probably means the most because it is a Spartans Challenge series where it is riddled.
You
with
would not
guys
think that would
that
just
are on
instantly
completely
blow your
different
motor.
levels of skill than we see in a lot of different leagues.
Crazy.
What does this win to you mean?
Oh, it means a ton. I mean, knowing that I'm racing with some of the best. A lot of these guys you see in other leagues that are up front week in, week out, constantly. And I mean, you look at me in a few, I'm mid, maybe a little bit front, but it's just being able to come out here, compete week in, week out with some of the best drivers I've honestly raced with. It's a blast. And I can't wait to see what the
you're talking about Neil on the inside wall? Yeah.
And who knows, maybe at the end
Still,
of the
I mean,
we
that's
could be walking
stupid
away
how
with
it
a
just
trophy,
does
but
that.
Those McCann brothers are looking really, really good right now in points.
Well, you beat them tonight, so I do have to ask you though. Those last 5 laps, when those lap down trucks got in front of you,
I don't remember what else
you
happened.
Looking at the lap down
Bunch of
trucks,
action.
trying to figure out how to manage the time between you and McCann or
Anything
Kevin,
happened on the start?
or did you just make a mistake of getting a little too nervous with McCann coming on that last lap?
Honestly, McCann found something up on that top. I was so scared the entire night to go up to the top. I'm sure you guys
I know, I'm
saw
not,
just a little bit.
not really
earlier.
listening, but
I went
every
to the
now and then
top,
I hear
next
him
thing you
say
know,
something.
My rear end's in the wall. I'm starting to stick to it, and it wasn't my forte. If he would have got me on the top, I mean, that would have been all props to him because
He's got to be
wasn't
excited
even
about that.
willing to
Now.
go within 2 car
I'm glad he got a
laps
win in.
just because I knew
First,
it's like
first time in the season, and
glue.
I know he's
There you
really
go. I was trying
excited
to find
about
the
it.
word. It's like glue. You stick like glue up there, and then once you get in there, it's tough to get out. And then once you get out, you got a whole bunch of guys now flooding in front of you. So, and I think it did have to do a little bit with paying attention to lap cars, because obviously I got tagged just a little bit early on, but it didn't affect me at all. And I think that's what's great. That's what I'm able to take away with it. And you know what? We'll take it on. We'll head on the next week, and we'll try the fight. See if we can't walk away with another win.
Byron,
I wish I knew.
Of course, like Swat said, big
what
fan of
to
yours.
look out for. Like
you called
I don't know where to put
last,
the throttle.
What 4 or 5 races?
That's what I
with
can't
me
figure out what to do.
for the end of season number 5. When these IROC challenge drivers were running the Xfinity cars, and he said, Pete, I've got that itch. I need to get down there. I need to get racing. I want to see what this competition is absolutely all about. You've been doing very, very well, whether it's road course, the cookie cutters. Tonight on dirt of all things at Bristol Motor Speedway, you're going to be able to go ahead and claim a victory in this series and work your way on up a little bit more in those points, get a little bit higher of a payout when it's all said and done.
On the exit.
We're moving on next week.
Think
I believe
was
I just
almost wide open.
I said it was Gateway after tonight. I think when I talked to you in pre-race, you said you're very, very excited about Gateway. Kevin McCann also just said he's excited about Gateway. What are you looking forward to next week, sir?
Damn, I had that thing yawed right there.
It's going to be a blast. Obviously, we just ran in and turned down for one of the other leagues, so I've prepared myself. I know what I need to do.
Tokyo
tires
Drift
is going to be the toughest part for me. I think trying to
What did that
figure
look
out
like
the
from
best way to
Kevin's?
save my tires, but I'm looking forward for it next week. Kevin, I hope we're battling each other once again up there, and it's just can't wait for the rest of
Damn,
the
look
season.
at that.
All right, Byron Jones, again, congratulations on your W. Very, very well earned.
Kevin
Way
had
to
to check
stay
up,
after
didn't
it. Thanks for the great finish at the end between you and Kevin McCann. You go celebrate, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. Oh, I tell you,
right,
Swats, this has
I'm out.
been one hell of a race on dirt from Bristol.
Have a good one.
Final thoughts before we go through our sponsors?
I mean, again, the shock of Ryan Crooks not laying down any laps tonight, not showing up.
Yeah, man, good
Stark
race.
Was a pretty big shock to me, especially being fourth in the points, only 7 back from third.